Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Angela Mutavi Art. In today's video I am actually going to use only two colors, and I'm going to do a landscape, mountains and evergreen trees and some other trees. So the colors I'm gonna use are, I'm gonna use this white, soft white acrylic by Artist Loft, and I have mixed some colors here to make gray because I didn't have enough gray. So what I did here was I mixed a little bit of blue, like let's say a quarter blue, and I had a little bit of this gray, just a little bit, so I did another quarter of that, and a half of the Van Dyke brown. And these are all by, well, this is by Amsterdam, this is by Liquitex Basics, and I had to put a little bit of Prussian blue in here, and that was Amsterdam Prussian blue. So this is Prussian blue that is mixed in here, because I had to kind of make it a little bit liquid. It was too thick. Okay, so that mixture right there, three colors, made this gray color, and this is the gray color I'm gonna be using. So I'm gonna use this gray color and this white color, and I am going to paint this landscape with those two colors throughout. So without further ado, let's go ahead, and I'm actually going to show you the brushes I'm going to use. This is a 1-inch brush, this is a 2-inch brush, this is a fan brush that I'm going to be using. I might also use this liner brush just so I can use it for lining, doing the tree branches, and also for signing at the end. All right, what else? Palette knife, as always. I was using this to mix my color, so you can see it's got a lot of color in it. Palette knife, I'm gonna use that to design the mountains. And yeah, we might add colors, I mean other things as we go, but I'm gonna try to stay with those two colors. Those will be my base colors. So let's go ahead and get started then. And again, I'm gonna try, because my kids are sleeping, I'm gonna try to kind of walk you along with, you know, what I'm doing, and if my kids get up, then I might have to do a voiceover later. I have my big mug of coffee here, and I'm all ready and set to go. So let's get started. Here I have a 11 by 14 canvas, which is basically a canvas panel. It's not framed in the back, but these are the ones I'm using right now because as you know, I am a little bit new in this technique, and I want to get it down, and we'll learn along together as we go along. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll put a little bit of liquid white, which is just basically white mixed with water, and I'll spread it on top, because as you guys know, acrylic paints dry very fast. So I'm gonna be doing this in layers. So I'm gonna do the top, make my my sky in the top, and then I'll graduate to the bottom. So yeah. All right, so here I'm gonna use one of these A little bit rusty, but that's okay. This is a 2-inch brush, so I'm gonna use it to spread my white on top, just like that. And it doesn't have to be too much because you don't want it to soak up the canvas and make it too wet. So yeah, what I did there is I just dipped a little bit the tips of this brush in a bucket of water, just the tip, and then I'll spread it that way. You can have that way when I am putting my paint, my gray paint on the canvas, it's a little wet, not too dry, because we want it to be able to spread a little bit faster. All right, I mean to blend a little bit faster. All right, so now I'm gonna use another clean brush, and I am going to I'm going to take my gray, and then I am going to start, not too much, because too much is just gonna turn to it's gonna just turn to mud. So let's go ahead and start here and on the top here, and all we do is X's. This is a sky. I'm making a sky right now. X's. See how it's blending with the white? This is what we want to see. X's, circles. You can do circles. You can do X's, just so you can blend it up here. Load up your color. Load up your color. Load up your brush. Leave a little bit of spaces. You don't have to fill it up all completely. So now okay, let's go ahead and clean the brush. Let's get the brush that we had with for the white color, and let's just go ahead and use it to blend. 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 Circles. Now we need a completely dry brush, and then we're going to blend it like this, just very slowly, just feather touching, like a feather. Don't even, just so we can take out all the lines that we got when we were blending, just barely touching the canvas. You might want to add a little bit, like a little bit white on here, like just a tiny bit. That way it will look like the sky is peeking, the sky is peeking out. And then we'll blend it. Touch, just barely touching. Okay. Just barely touching. All right, so now Now that we have that sky in there, we are going to use this fun brush right now. And what we want to do is we're gonna use this brown color. It's a little bit thicker. So now we want to give this a little bit more, gray, that is a little bit darker than before. That way it will push things back. Let's just make sure that these clouds that are closer to us are darker than the ones in the back, and then they will push everything else back. All right. Now we're gonna use the same. We're gonna use this now to make a mountain. And before we do that, we need to add a little bit of white down here. Now that we're done with the sky, let's go ahead and put white in there. Dip a little bit of water. Might not be completely white, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and spread it. And this makes the paint that you're gonna put down. If you put this paint down, the paint that you're gonna put on top of it makes it slide a little bit easier. And since this is acrylic, again, I am going to have to do this in layers so it doesn't dry too fast. If it was oil, I could just cover the whole canvas and it will be fine for a long period of time. So let's just go ahead and put a little bit paint on here on this. Might be a little bit thinner than I needed to, but it's okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I am going to put a mountain over here on this side. So we start right here. All right. I have challenges making these mountains, but that's okay. We'll start here like that. Bring it up. let it touch and slide. Let it touch. Now for the shadow, I'm going to mix just a little bit of this dark color with the white to make a lighter color. You don't want it the same color as the mountain. You want it a little bit, just a little bit lighter. And darker than the snow. All right, let's go ahead and put the highlights down. And we start with this right here. It will probably be easier to paint with oil than this acrylic for mountains and stuff, but the oil is fine, but I just find it very time consuming to dry first of all, and also it's very hard to clean. It makes a really bad mess. And it smells. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it kind of smells bad. And then you have to buy cleaning supplies for it. You have to, where it's acrylic, you can just go ahead and clean it with water real fast because it's water soluble. I mean, it's acrylic paint, and then just clean it out and move on with your life. But oil, it's a little complicated, but oil makes beautiful mountains. I mean, yeah, if I had the time and the energy to keep cleaning the supply, to keep cleaning every time I paint, I will definitely use oil. But I've got 2 kids that are very demanding. And I'd rather use that time to cater to them. But I will use I'll use oil paint from time to time because I love the way how smooth it is and how great it is when you paint with it. How the paintings turn out when you paint with oils, they are really, really beautiful. So I will use oil from time to time and just clean it. Just put a little bit white and then pull it down. White and pull it down. like lightly, just touch and pull down. I think I need a little bit smaller knife. This one is a little bit big for this mountain. I'm gonna put some water. This is gonna be a little bit darker. If you put a little bit darker right here. Straight lines. Leave that in the middle open like that. And then let's go ahead and blend it a little bit with clean brush. Clean brush. Maybe clean fan brush. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Alright. Right. And just using this mixture of white and gray, I'm going to kind of just put things. Looks like there's some things growing up here, but it will be very far up. Just kind of make a separation of these mountains. See? It looks a little bit separated, nice and separated. The snow and yeah, just like that. And over here, same thing. I'm gonna do a couple of evergreen trees here, but first I'm gonna do some that are far away, and then I'll do a darker one that is gonna be it's gonna look closer. So let's do this. So this is far. So you just need a silhouette of it. You don't need it to be exact. Alright. You can do another one right there. Alright. Now this one is closer, so we want to do it a little bit bigger, taller. This one is gonna be big because it's closer. I need a lot of paint on this one. I'm gonna add a little bit here. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Okay. On the other side, I'm gonna do the same, but not uniform. Maybe I'll put, no, I'll put one over here. Now this one is gonna be bigger and closer. Yeah, we lost that tree there. There was a tree there, now it's gone. That's okay. we take the white and the dark. I'm going to put the highlights on this side. Same as this one. Not too much. Then pure white for the snow, just a little bit snow on the side. Now we are actually going to use a very clean, a clean little brush here, like little fun brush, and then we'll come on this side and put just a touch of snow. There's snow laying on these branches. You don't want to overdo it. The tiny snow laying on there. See? One side is a little darker and the other side it has snow in it. The other tree there is kind of covered, but you can't see it because, first of all, it is far away. Okay, let's do this side. Don't overdo it. Alright, the snow is coming from this side, so that's why you see snow on this side and very little on the other side. So yeah, and that's why you see snow on the mountain slanting that way and not, yeah, you get the idea. So this is starting to dry and it's looking mighty good. I might just have to kind of touch it a little bit, just to give it a little peaks here and there. Alright, let's use a dark color again. And we'll fill up some bushes. Okay, now we need to make shadow here. Reflect it in the water. Like this. Reflect, reflect, reflection. Now we use another brush that is clean. Put some snowy bushes there. So now we have white. All we gotta do is tap it. Tap it in there like that to make bushes, like snowy bushes. See? Same on this side. I use a white Posca pen and I'll sign it right over here. And we are done.